In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. Now the picture comes together.
The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the elder brain you saw, held here by those three against its will.
The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an elder brain, to subdue it, our enemies are formidable.
Gute Frage.
A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With the brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened.
Okay. Was ist das für ein
The
Stein?
crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you.
If the crown can do this to the parasites, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
Ja, was war das?
I believe you fought and defeated an avatar of Merkel, the god of necromancy. A remarkable feat. Ketheric was Merkel's chosen.
I know Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. He is a worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it's most likely she follows Baal, the god of murder.
Which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death. And our enemies are chosen of the dead three.
Auserwählt der Toten 3.
Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer.
They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy.
But working together and controlling an elder brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve.
Ja.
Hope is a luxury for those who have a choice. This is the battle of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldurs Gate.
Within the city, an elder brain brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order.
An order the Death God's chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance to strike comes, you must take it. For there may only be one chance.
Ja. Keine Larve? Seltsam. Schwere Rüstung. Heul der Toten. 6 bis 18. Ja. Mondbollwerk. Ui, das Da müssen wir dann im Lager mal kurz schauen. Portal zur Oberfläche, ja, das nehmen wir. Und meine Güte. Ei.
Time to pack it in for the day, I think.
Ah, wir sind...
Come, there are important matters to discuss.
Okay. Jetzt wird's wild.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
The shadows yet fester. The dead three united under cover of darkness. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls?
Was? Ich habe noch nie darüber nachgedacht, um ehrlich zu sein.
Thou shalt think about it now, and I shall give the answer. Mind flayers are soulless. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
Okay.
Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally cold.
Weiß etwas.
Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness. Baal, Lord of Murder. Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished as one and as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
Ich möchte meine Heuerlinge verwalten. Ich hab doch keine.
No.
Ja, das war klar. Heuling.
Very well.
Okay.
Ketheric is dead. Balthazar is dead. Isabel, sweet Isabel, is no more. But we live. We live at the mercy of the gods. Even I, immortal, have no guarantee of days to come. We must remain vigilant and grateful. I will join your camp tonight. There we will discuss the spirals of time, past and future. And we will make merry in the present, wherein we reside.
Oh.
You certainly will. And you, Sharon, cleric of the Lady of Loss, who is so much more than she appears. You and Dame Aelin have dangerous ground to tread. We will cover some small part of it soon.
Good. Whatever you think you know about me had better be worth it. You've already cost me dearly.
Halsin.
You prevailed, my friend. Now your path takes you to Baldurs Gate.
but I cannot join you. Out there, the curse still thrives. I failed this place. Now I must remain behind and stand watch over it.
Ja, das habe ich schon etwa 100-mal gesagt, aber...
The same. I had hoped I might have been able to stay by your side, to help however I could. But the Oak Father has spoken. My place is here.
Ja, das war eigentlich nicht das. Alter Walter.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric, but Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
Ich werde darüber nachdenken. Das tönt für mich jetzt noch am sinnvollsten.
I am glad to hear that. Baldurs Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
The road to Baldurs Gate is west of the town. If we hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces. Ketheric may be gone, but the shadows remain. On our guard.
Mal eine lange Rast. Ja, bitte. Alter. Wie hätte all das noch ausgehen können? Ah, die Mondmaid ist hier. Dafür ist der gute Dings weg. Ja. Nach der Rast mal Lager sortieren und... Schatten. Zuerst mal mit Will und wegen seinem Vater reden.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldurs Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure, we're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
Ja, das ist jetzt mal die gute Frage.
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldurs Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
Was wisst ihr über Gortac und Orin?
Orin? I'd never heard tell of. But Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldurs Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Misora meinte, ihr könntet darüber reden, was euer Pakt und euer Exil führte. Es wird Zeit, dass ich die ganze Wahrheit erfahre. Schön, dass hier das übersprungen wird.
As would I, and more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
Okay.
A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldurs Gate. Grant me your soul and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
Okay.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
Ja, sie will nicht die Stadt retten, sie will die Seele.
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
Okay, verstehe.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. When we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
Habt ihr dabei euer Auge verloren beim Kampf gegen die Drachenkultisten?
It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was
das
right.
hatten wir schon.
I understand.
Vorher aus der Stadt verbannt hat.
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
Okay.
More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to. Because there's nothing to tell. She died when I was born. As a boy, my bond with father was too deep to miss the mother.
Yep,
now,
das hatten wir
maybe
schon.
I'd be living in the city, but there's no use lingering on maybes. My mind is on the stories of today and tomorrow.
Okay, Karlach.
Pity about Halsin. I was getting used to having an extra strong around. He smelled nice too, like outside.
Er hatte also eine Freundin am Venus. Das habt ihr nie gesagt.
You saw the extent of Flo's friendship. She'll lend you a hand, long as she can crush your spirit while she's at it.
Yeah.
I knew never to let my guard down around her. She always made me laugh, even when I least wanted to. If she'd been completely different from who she was, we might have been real friends.
Ja gut, ne? Sie hat euch eine Nachricht gegeben. Was stand darin?
Nothing worth reading. Cambion manipulation at its most obvious.
Leider kann ein Leopard seine Flecken nicht ändern.
And a devil will never not break your heart.
Ja. Schattenherz.
This land remains cloaked by Lady Shah's power. Good. A shame it cost us Halsin as a traveling companion, though. He may have been misguided, but I liked looking at him. You wanted something? I'm sorry. It might be best kept until later. I'd be a poor counsel and worse company just now.
Okay. Geil.
Druids will always follow nature's purpose over any mortal threat. Halsin goes where he is needed, as must we.
Oh ja.
Oh, you know me, ever the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives.
Ah, stimmt.
Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. It won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history.
Jo.
She expects those who seek to use the weave to do so honestly, and with respect for its potential to destroy, as well as its potential to save. I doubt she's asked many of her followers to blow themselves up. She wouldn't ask such a thing if it weren't our only means of survival.
Ja, viele Gespräche hatten wir, aber ich habe wirklich gedacht, da würde mehr Neues kommen.
We must press forward. Let's deal with Ketherick, then find Voss in Baldurs Gate.
Mhm. Nö, das reden wir nicht mit ihr.
Just like that hulking bear to stomp off in a huff. I swear, Druids care more about the plants of this land than the people.
Alter,
You really ended things with her? Just to be with me? Not that there was any doubt I was the obvious choice, but, well, perhaps there was a smidge of doubt. I do come with my complications. Oh, I can do interesting. It's everything else that worries me. My point is, you didn't have to choose this.
Entweder bist du pissig oder fliehend.
Well, if you insist on loving and adoring me, I guess I'll just have to allow it. You know, darling, I think we're going to have a lot of fun together.
Aber
Really ended things with Karlak. Just to be with me. Not
Yeah.
that well, perhaps there was a smidge of doubt. I do. Oh, I can do my point is, you didn't have to. You know, darling.
jetzt... Ja, das...